Just made breakfast, but I'll show it better in my room. But I made an omelet with avocado and diced espresso. I'm already like halfway through, but I made an omelet with some goat cheese and I cut up some onions to put inside an avocado. I just made like an iced espresso, kind of like iced Americano. I just don't put like extra water, I just put a lot of ice so that it'll melt. And it's like kind of a smaller beverage. I just don't want it to be like super full. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this breakfast and then kind of catch you guys up. Okay, so I just finished my breakfast and I'm still drinking my coffee, but right now I'm going to kind of organize and like find pictures for my summer vision board. And basically that's kind of what I'm gonna do in this vlog. I decided to film a vlog because I haven't been in Austin. Like I've been at home and I went home for like 2 weeks basically like after I finished exam stuff, just because I wanted to spend time with family and I also just wanted some time to rest. And so that was really good. I think I really needed it. But now that I'm back, I'm really excited to get back into just like projects and doing like YouTube and filming stuff. And so that's really just what I'm starting to get back into. I did journal a little bit this morning on like what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was like I made breakfast and I did all that. I do want to film a TikTok of like when I make the vision board and then also just like an outfit. I want to do like a few videos for that just because I'm also getting more into like short form content because I think it's super fun. Like I was really kind of not against like TikTok or anything like that, but I liked long form content more and I just am not on TikTok as much, but I do like filming and like editing short form content. I think it's really fun. The big thing I wanted to do was to create the summer vision board. And so what I'm going to do right now is just, I have all the photos already on Pinterest saved, but I'm going to put them all in a Google Doc and then I need to get those printed. And that's going to be like a couple hours, I think. Usually it takes like up to 2 or 3. So I'll see like how long it says it's going to be and then kind of see what I'm going to do. But yeah, I do need to get the poster board and then I'll cut it out. I'll like do all of that. But I think like just vision boards in general are super fun. Like I made one for 2026 and that was like my very first video on here. And I just think it's a good way to see your goals out in the open and kind of like reminding you of what you want to achieve. But yes, I'm gonna do that right now at my desk. I'm gonna drink my coffee while I do that. And I have my candle also lit, but it's like I don't know if I showed it in another vlog, but it's an ashwood and Palo Santo smell, which I really love. So that's like the desk situation. And so yeah, but I'm gonna just go on Pinterest and see if I want to add any more photos and then start that process. Okay, so before I went ahead and like went on Pinterest, I just wanted to cross out some stuff from my to-do list. And then I like to set up some music just so that I can like get into a good space while I'm like scrolling and trying to find the right photos. And yeah, I did that for a while. So I'm just on Pinterest right now. I'm probably gonna put on music. And this is also just like, I love going on Pinterest, so I need to set a timer because then I might like be on here for too long. But it's just like, I've added a lot of stuff already. I just want to find like better photos to represent like what I'm talking about. But this summer, I really want to focus just on like new experiences and not necessarily like anything crazy. I mean, I want to have a lot of craft nights with my friends. I don't think I've really done something like that. Like, at least recently, I saw this pin, well, I'll kind of put the photos, but this pin of like this hairbrush that people have painted and like tied a ribbon around that's really cute. Or pottery. I've tried pottery before, but it was not good. And so I want to try that again. I also really want to try like reformer Pilates and just like other workout classes in general because there's like a lot of free ones here that I can just like sign up for. And I need to look at that now because the weekend is coming up. So it's probably something this weekend. I want to experiment with like coffee syrups, like cooking, learning different things. I definitely want to go back into sewing because I used to be pretty big on that and I used to make stuff all the time, but I don't do that anymore. And a lot of like maybe fashion related stuff. If I wanted to like do a shoot, maybe see if there's like an opportunity for that. I don't know. I just want to try new things and get back into a lot of like my creative just like interests and hobbies. So yeah, that's what I'm like basically focusing on and like looking for whenever I'm scrolling on Pinterest. But I'm just gonna continue this and send it to FedEx. I'm gonna probably listen to a podcast on the way because it's like a 20-minute walk to Target. This vlog has been like so, like I've just been in my room in my apartment, but tomorrow I'll be doing much more. And also tonight, like I'm gonna be cutting out the photos tonight. Okay, so this is the next day, but I basically just cut out all the photos, and then as I'm cutting out, I just place them kind of where I think I'd want them on the board. And as I'm cutting, like I'm moving things around, and that's pretty much it. That's like the process that I do it, and then once everything is laid out, I start gluing all the photos. I'm finishing up like my last 2 pages. And then I'm gonna organize them, and I typically like to organize it into categories. So if I have like a health or like a travel or like personal goal area, like I'll kind of split it up. And I did that with my 2026 vision board, if you saw that video. And so yeah, I basically have like hobbies and like personal, like self-care, and then just some stuff that I want to do with friends and some stuff I want to do like by myself. So that's kind of how I'll be like dividing it. And then I just see the layout and start gluing. There's really like not a certain method like besides that, but I did kind of have a certain like cohesion. I have a lot of photos that are like, they're very like pastel and have like a lot of pink, so I wanted to match that with like all the photos, like with this exercise Pilates one, and you can kind of see like there's like a theme. But yeah, so I'm just gonna continue cutting out, and I'm gonna go hang out with my friend right now, so I'm taking like a small break. So it's Friday now. I think the first time, like when I filmed most of the footage, it was from Wednesday, and so I didn't do much yesterday. I just basically cut out all the photos and glued them, but that took a while. Like cutting all of that out, it took a whole afternoon, but I finally finished, and I basically organized everything just off camera because it does take me a while to like see where I want to put everything, because I like to organize it in like different categories. But this is the final vision board, and I'm gonna hang it on my wall once I'm done showing it to you guys. But I basically put the title, Summer Vision Board, and then I put the year 2026. And then the whole thing is just, it's like all the photos that I cut out. You can kind of see how it's organized. Like on this far side, it's a lot of like self-care, and I like want to try reformer Pilates, so I put that. Like morning rituals, this girl like doing her face mask, just like taking more care of myself, because I do already, it's just I like getting more into that. And so yeah, doing yoga, and I have all of that. And then more down here is like my personal like creative, like what I want to do in that aspect. And so that's why I have some of my favorite YouTubers. Like I have Emma Chamberlain, Eva Maloche, and Noah Maria. And I love Noah Maria's spring videos that she had filmed like last year. I really love like watching her videos to get inspiration. So that's why I have her on there. Just like some other stuff, I have like this breakfast tray, which I've been wanting to thrift a breakfast tray for a long time. Yeah, basically just doing that, like having crafting days, sewing. That's pretty much it for this side. And then all the way on the other side, it's more of like social and like hang out with friends. I want to go on coffee dates and like go with my friends to read or craft. And so yeah, like have dinner parties, go hiking, and that's pretty much it. I really like how it came out. But yeah, I'm excited to hang it up, and that is really just the end of the video. I didn't film too much like after that first day, because then it's just like gluing and there's not much like to talk about. But I did have fun making it, and I think vision boards are such a good way to visualize your goals, and not necessarily like it's manifesting or like it's bringing forth like anything without you putting in effort. but it is a good way for me to just see a laid out version. And I also did write a physical like list of things I wanted to do. So I'm gonna go to a cafe right now and like work on my journal and also edit this video so far. So it's gonna be like, I'm still working on it, but I'm doing it more in my journal now. And I'll share all of that later. But yeah, that is the little update for right now.